morning. I'm Doug Schoen. I'm here with my friends and colleagues, Martin Hinton, our senior producer, and John LeBoutelier, an integral part of the Political Insiders team. John, a question about Bibi Netanyahu's visit to Washington. I guess he's there now talking to AIPAC. He will be talking to the U.S. Congress tomorrow morning. I'd like to put up a poll on Netanyahu and his visit and get your reaction to it, John.
Okay, this is going to be from today's Wall Street Journal, Doug, and a quite high percentage. I mean, a plurality of American people do not think this thing should happen tomorrow. I think it's really more the way it happened. Not that he shouldn't speak, but that it's a little odd for the Speaker of the House to invite a foreign leader unless the administration goes along with it, which they didn't. And it shows the dysfunction of Washington, and yet it's all we ever talk about on Political Insiders is no one plays the game the way it's supposed to be played, right? The president does executive orders that he shouldn't do, and that gets Congress's backup. The president negotiates with Iran and says Congress isn't going to have to ratify it. That gets Congress's backup. So
we don't fund government agencies.
And that gets everybody's backup. And then Congress says, okay, fine, you're going to do that. We're going to run foreign policy. We'll invite Netanyahu. That gets everybody's backup. And in the end, none of it's working, other than we will learn tomorrow a little bit about the Iran nuclear deal, probably, that we haven't learned before.
What's your reaction?
Well, was it 22 don't know, 48 no? I mean,
yes.
You add those up, that's a lot of people who are either uncertain or certain it shouldn't be happening this way. And I do think, to John's point, it's evidence, again, that people get it. They see what's really going on. They do, despite anything you might believe or think about this president, President Obama, they respect the office of the president, and they see its role as the leader of America beyond our borders, where we should be unified for the world to see and not have these petty domestic issues weaken us, whether it be places like the Ukraine with Putin, or whether it be in the Middle East or with China. We need to be the United States, and this diminishes that for foreign consumption.
What do you think?
And I think that's a bad thing.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of things. Let me put up the second slide on President Obama, which informs my comments. This is the issue of
leaders of other countries respect. So this is asked of the American people. Poll number one. It's number one.
It's number one. 37% say that the other world leaders, other countries, respect the president. 58% say they don't. That's up 38 points since 2009. The percent respecting him down 30. I think as that has changed, John, the Congress has been more assertive, and the American people are more, frankly, confused about what's right and what's up. And so my own reaction to the speech was, I do think it was handled inappropriately, but I do think that because Bibi is an ally and Israel's an ally, that everyone should go and be respectful and listen. I do think the president should receive him. And I also think something else. If the administration had not gone out of their way to trash Netanyahu,
oh my God,
this would have been a much less of a big deal than it has been.
They should not have allowed 5 Obama campaign staffers to be in that campaign over there.
Well, it's one of those Clinton campaigners who went over to work against Netanyahu in the 90s. I guess I'm equally guilty, but let's just say what we don't know is whether the Obama administration encouraged them to go, didn't encourage them. But it's very clear.
They didn't discourage them.
No, they sure did.
They could have discouraged them, and you could have been discouraged and weren't. So that means it's a tacit approval. So let me go to one other thing. Pat is always saying on here that we're going down the road of becoming a banana republic. And we really are not from the American people point of view. If the American people are offended over what they consider illegal executive orders, that's good. It shows the people know better. And they're offended over this thing because they know it's the wrong way of doing it. The banana republic stuff comes from the top.
Yeah.
The leaders are the ones who are making it a banana republic. And the people don't like it. Thank God for that.
Well, with that, Political Insiders, Sunday, 7:30, Fox News Channel with Harris Faulkner, John, Pat Cadell, and myself. We'll see you then. And for today, for our senior producer, Martin Hinton, John LeBoutelier, and myself, we are Political Insiders. Thanks for joining us.